Hey everybody, it's Jochen Hayden, and I'm back with the Desert Wolf vs. Loka Center campaign. It is December 25th, 1941. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Okay, looks like the Japanese grabbed Lo Yang without a fight, but there was nobody left in there anyway. Okay, still unloading at Ternate with the battleships. So, if you recall yesterday, the I-8 actually took a mine at Auckland. So I'm surprised that it's actually in any condition to be shooting torpedoes right now. That's surprising. Ramsey was damaged yesterday by those cruisers. Landing at Siargao and Waigeo. Wow, I was kind of hoping for a naval battle near Midway, but I guess didn't get one. Clear terrain. I'm sorry, clear weather at Clark will be good for the Japanese today. Yeah, that's a lot of hits. Uh-oh. They got a cap trap. Let's see how these P-35s can do. This is at what? Iloilo? Oh man, they just keep coming. These Nels are toast. All right, let's see what happens with the rest of these P-35s here. Ready? Oh, wow. Okay. Little surprise there for everybody. Some P-35s that are still surviving out here in the Philippines after all this time. They're still alive and well, and they caught these guys unescorted because quite honestly, if they're coming from Babel, I don't think there's anything that can escort them anyway. All right, let's see what altitude it comes in today. Oh, a bit lower. And this, look at this, guys. This is an attack on the ground. This is not an airfield attack. He was attacking the guys here to see kind of what's in there, I'm guessing. But when you have like these fortresses, these forts, coastal defense batteries, they tend to soak up a lot of the bombs on ground attacks. So it's not always the most advantageous thing to bomb those. See, attacking the Singapore fortress. A lot of those bombs aren't going to do much. Okay, another big raid on Clark. That's going to be pretty damaging. Oh, or not. If only he would drop his altitude down. Okay, now this is not... This is a port strike, it looks like. Oh, no. I'm sorry. It's an airfield attack. 23,000 feet is too high. But he's not getting a lot of flak losses, so... $23,000 feet, one hit. That does not keep up with the engineers. Oh, here we go. Swordfish, let's get some. You know they're gonna hit something. They're gonna hit it. They don't miss, man. Golly. Let's just see if there's troops on these. Oh, they missed there. Wow. Oh, never mind. No, they did hit it. Oh, yes. And the casualties continue to mount. They just don't miss. Ooh, Catalina's on a... Oh. These Catalinas appear to be on a torpedo run, but... There's a couple nates there. I don't know if they're going to be able to drive them off or not. Let's see. Looks like they may have gotten one. Ooh. Oh, they're carrying bombs. No, they're not. They didn't make the normal sound that you hear from torpedoes splashing water. Okay, well, they almost did something, right? Okay, more B-17s coming out of Serbia. Hitting this weird base. I don't know why they're targeting this in particular. The targeting this makes, like, what's the value of that unit there? Yeah, I'm not quite sure why he's targeting these ground units like this. Doesn't seem to be yielding a lot of success. Maybe he's just flexing. Maybe he's just letting Loka know, like, hey man, I got you covered. I got B-17s all over this place. So don't think about doing anything crazy, because I'm just going to blow it up. Yeah, they're all here. Oh, what is this? What is this? Keto Butai? At long range. Why? What in the world is this? Okay, well, it looks like Keto Butai is still around, so they're coming back. They're coming back. 41 Kates at extended range, bombing the ground at Midway Island. Okay. Why? You would think they would have gone home and rearmed by now. All right, let's see if these PBYs can try again. They got through. Okay, let's see. Can they pull it off? Oi! Nope. I don't think they could get through. Oh, but the wildebeest might. Let's see. I think they'll be able to get through this cap. All right, they're through. Let's see. Can they hit it? Can they hit it? Come on. Come on, let's put one in there. Oh, man. Come on. Darn it. Darn it, man. I was hoping they'd hit something. Ah. Oh, well. But wait, there's more. Nope. That's something Japanese thinking right now. I'm assuming it's one of the ships that got hit by bombs this turn. Okay, let's see what the Japanese can do here near Sinyang. Not much. Although the Allied losses are starting to accelerate here. Shouldn't be too much longer here before they get pushed out. Bombardment. And a Japanese bombardment at Clark. Yesterday didn't go so well for them. Yeah, wow. Oh, that's sucky. Woo! Definitely not trading well at Clark at all. It seems like such a waste to use a tank regiment at a place like this. Okay, day 3 at Taiping. I am pretty sure that the Indians gotta go today. They're down to nothing. They're gonna go. Watch. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. They're still alive. How is that possible? 1391 to 13. I don't get it. You know what it is. I'll bet you. He's got the bulk of these guys on strat move mode. And he doesn't want to unpack them because he wants to get them down to Singapore. So he's probably just using something like this 3rd RTA division to do this. And they don't really fight that well. So that's my guess. So it says 1391, but he's probably only using like 150 of Royal Thai Army troops, which are... I used to call them Royal Trash Army because they're not very good. Because, again, these guys are all packed up in strat mode. And to unpack them to take this out, it would cost him days of movement, right? So he's only using a small portion of his forces to do this. That's why it's not going as well as I think it should. Not much to say about this. And an entire SNLF unit for turn 8 seems excessive. And remember, use battleships here, guys. Use battleships to cover this landing for these guys here. Okay, Japanese unit gets in a Tavoy. I didn't see that one coming. Ifate. And Singkep. He's using paratroopers for this. Montauk, again, paratroopers. Sabang, again, paratroopers. Okay, I mean, whatever. The problem with Sabang, though, right? Or Cinnabang, whatever it's called. There's no airfield here, to my knowledge, so you can't pull your troops back out. You're going to have to extract them with the ship. So that's going to give you delays reconstituting the 1st Raiding Regiment when you scatter around at islands that don't have airfields to pull them out of. I suppose he could use seaplanes for that, but he doesn't really have a lot. The Japanese have very few Mavis to be doing that kind of thing with. Okay, let's take a look at the numbers here. Aircraft losses, another bad day for Japan. 16-1. And look at these losses, guys. It's almost 3-1. That's really bad for the Japanese. It should be the other way around. No ships sunk or reported last turn. Okay, and let's take a look at the hot topic for today. It's Midway Island. So Desert Wolf was very smart to keep his ships kind of off and out of range from Midway for a while until he sees what's going on. A good thing, too, because the Japanese carrier group is still hanging off near Midway. Who knows how long they're going to be here and why, but this is, I don't know, man. To me, Midway is kind of done for. There's no way the Japanese are going to salvage this without a huge commitment of ships, troops, aircraft carriers, a lot of stuff. And is it worth it at this point? I don't even know if it is. So to me, I would just pack it up, leave these guys to die, suicide them so you can get them built back later on. I don't see how you can salvage this as the Japanese. He can see what we can see. He knows how many troops are there. All right, let's go look at China. I don't know what to say about this because I can't really read what the Japanese are trying to do. I still see stuff moving towards Changsha, which to me is a terrible idea this early on because the Kwangtung army is still not down here yet. It's still moving. It's got a ways to go. If this is his main thrust for the campaign, I guess. But to me, in my opinion, and again, it may not be educated opinion, it's my personal opinion, the goal should be to drive to get Lanchow taken out ASAP because the whole key to winning in Japan is supply starvation. And as long as Lanchow is able to provide fuel to Chongqing, it keeps them in the fight a lot longer. The same can be said, over here about securing Magway oil from going this way as well, because the fuel can come from this direction or both. So to me, my goal early on in my campaigns is to cut it here, and then let it slowly start starving itself out. And I don't see any semblance of that. There is a buildup here in Nanyang, but we don't know what it is. But to me, at December 26th, it's too late for this. We should already be halfway to Xi'an or halfway to Anking at this point, in my opinion. So I don't know what the Japanese strategy is here. We also see that he is finally moving somewhat towards Wenchao, but in my opinion, it's too little too late. Look what we got in here now. 1,235 AV. This is a lot. And honestly, I think Desert Wolf would be wise to take these core and split them up so they can build up faster. That's what I would do. He can start recovering more AV that way right now. He's building forts, already size 3. This is going to put a big old delay in the Japanese offensive. All right, in Burma, I still don't really see what the plan is here. I don't see enough troops moving towards Rangoon to take it. So I don't know what his plan is to take out Rangoon, but it ain't going to happen anytime soon. We're going to be deep into January before he's even in a position to take this place, in my opinion. So this is we're way behind in Burma. Way behind in Malaya as well. He still cannot move the bulk of his troops out of Taiping because this crazy suicidal Indian brigade is hanging on by a thread for dear life, refusing to go out silently, quietly, and stopping the whole strat move of these troops down to Johor so they can cross into here. Way behind, I think. Okay, we had some paratroopers taking these islands here. They mean nothing right now. I don't know why we're bothering. The whole southern Dutch East Indies campaign is in shambles after the huge defeat near Celebes, right? And then again, he just took Ternate, but used a battleship to do it. Seemed excessive. And now he has to rearm these guys. And because he did not land here at Sedate when he took Monado, these Dutch troops were able to escape, and now they're back and potentially able to retake the base. I don't know what he's got in Monado, but it doesn't look very strong at first glance. And now he's got something that could potentially threaten it. Desert Wolf does. So this is dangerous for the Japanese. I just can't believe this is happening. I don't want to sound critical because I've made a lot of mistakes in my campaign right now. I'm not the best Japanese player. I know that. But there's so many issues with this right now. I don't even know where to start. I don't know how to recover this. Philippines, it's, Clark is pretty heavily fortified, and it's going to take a lot of troops to take it now. I don't know that he's got enough there to do it. All right, South Pacific. A lot of ships are forming up at Port Moresby. I don't know what this is about, but I just noticed this. Check this out. I like this. This is sneaky. We have the Triomphant. Le Triomphant is, and the Adelaide is heading up to this dot base, Rennell Island. And I think what his plan is to get in here and disband or just hang out so that when the next, when he picks up these guys to move them in here, he's going to have to deal with these guys sitting there in the hex. That's pretty sneaky. I like it. The Enterprise is still here, getting repaired. Looks like it has a repair estimate of 8 days, and if he goes into shipyard repair, 14 days. I don't know if it's worthwhile to repair 2 points of engine damage. I would probably just leave it on pier side, repair the system damage, and move on. And finally, we see the Lexington potentially pulling into Adelaide. I don't quite understand why. I don't know what the goal is for the Lexington. My guess was that he was going to come around, go this way into the Dutch East Indies. This could be a fuel stop, but I don't think it was necessary. He had the range to get into Perth, at least to refuel. So I don't know why he's going into Adelaide. We'll have to see next turn. Maybe we'll get some better visibility as to what his plan is here with the Lexington, but I don't really understand it yet, so I'm going to keep watching to see where it goes. Anyway, guys, that's all I got. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on the next one.
And a Happy New Year.